Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Project Hospital. Yes, I think we're nearing the end of this episode. Not this episode. We're just at the start of this episode. I think we're nearing the end of this series. I think we've got everything in here that we possibly could need and want. We've got more money than we have stuff to do with it and so on. The only thing I think that is outstanding for us, we could try and get it more efficient, but it is already quite efficient, I think. Do we need an extra operating theater? I don't think so. We probably need more doctors. Do we really need more doctors? I don't know. Can we actually do more doctors? We only have like 7 slots left. So really, some of the only things that I want to do, maybe we need some more room, some more facilities here in X-ray. The only thing I thought I'd do quickly before we get into the game for today was maybe add a few things along this corridor over here. So let's just go with the white, and I thought I would do a few things like this, just so that we have a little bit of seating around, you know, something like that. Not a big requirement, I think, but good nonetheless. There's some seating over here. We could probably slot in 1 or 2 more over here. We've got machines and drinks and things like that. What I thought, let's see what kind of stuff we could also just slot in here. Ooh, I don't think that's not what we kind of wanted. So slot that one in there. We'll rotate that one. We'll slot 1 or 2 more in here on this side, something like that, something like this. What else do we have? We obviously want to do some, well, this is outdoor decorations, indoor decorations, so we just do a couple of plants, maybe, you know, one there, something over there, yeah, and over there, something like that. Maybe we'll do can we do maybe a vending machine or 2? Just so there's a little bit more going on over here. What do we have here? We should have a slot for it right there. Perfect. So we've got a vending machine or 2. So there's a little bit more going on in that area there. Whether we need, you know what we'll do is I'm going to go over here. We'll grab the flooring. Going to go with the outdoor flooring, and what we'll do is we'll just kind of connect those up there. So now it's quite nice and easy to walk in on that side. This one has been connected up there. That's pretty good all around. Oh, if we go up a level, we probably have a little area. Yeah, we should probably. So I don't think there's anything for us to do in there. Don't quite know what is going on over there actually. Actually, maybe what we could do, if we go to the flooring piece, if we do like, is there like this, like roof tiles? If we do, doesn't actually work. I hope we didn't change anything. That is very strange. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not gonna bother with that too much. Maybe something over here. So if I go back to these kind of things and we do some seating, so let's do some sofas over here for people who want to kind of hang out. Something like that. Yeah, absolutely. We'll again get some other stuff in here as well. Actually, maybe we'll put some reading material here for our guests. So this is almost like a common room for non-hospital staff. Shall we slot in a dining table or 2 over here? Yeah, something like that. We'll put in some chairs, some nice chairs like this. We'll go with the black color over there. Yeah, so there's a little room for people to hang out if they're kind of trying to visit their family members or anything like that. But they can't. I don't know. So what I wanted to do is see if there's anything else like a square table. No, let's get a vending machine. We'll grab one of these. We'll grab one on both sides. I think that's pretty good. We'll get a bin. put it in the corner over there and over here. And then we're going to need some plants as well, I think. Just get the kind of that blue color. We'll place over there and over there. One in the middle over there as well. That's pretty good. We probably need a bit of a clock somewhere. Up on that wall over there. Maybe a poster with some info. Over here for anybody who wants like the Wi-Fi password and stuff like that. This hospital is definitely giving a Wi-Fi password. What I was thinking is, so this is kind of almost like a bit of a waiting room kind of situation. Something like that. We'll grab a bit of a TV or something. Something like that. See about maybe a radio or something on this side, and that's kind of what we'll do over there. Maybe 2 more plants, I think. Grab these guys. We'll slot it in over there and over there as well. So yeah, there we go. Maybe in those corners as well. So that's a little bit of a nicer area. I will finish that off by grabbing some more of this stuff. Just kind of see what we got going on over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, something like that. 1, 2, 1. That doesn't work. Something like that. Yeah, and something like that. So it's a very big corridor and hallway and stuff like that, but that's kind of okay. Let's quickly grab another vending machine or 2 somewhere. 1 there and maybe 1 out there, something like that. There's a little bit going on. Okay, that's okay. Let's move on. Let's not worry too much about the rest of the decorations. Let's see what's going on. We can do the crashes pretty easily. One was the breakout or something like that, and the other one was the emergency service. Let's keep an eye on this patient over here. What's happening? So there's a lot happening. What I'll do, I think we already know what's wrong with this patient. And is there a hidden symptom that's flashing? No, not at all. So let's just do whatever you need to do. Get everything sorted out, get the patient hospitalized and treated, and I think that's all okay. Another patient is arriving. Let us see what's going on over here. We already know what's going on. There's some hidden symptoms, but nothing seems to be too serious. And there's another one. Wow, there's lots of patients coming in again. Ooh, now we've got some symptoms. So we definitely have some stuff. So let's try and take on this patient ourselves. Head wounds. I think a CT is probably a good idea. So let's do a physical examination, and then let's do, there's a hemorrhage, a head wound, unconscious, CSF is leaking. I think a CT definitely. So let's see how that goes. Physical examination, what are we getting from that? Open head wound. I'm guessing we need to, ooh, that's a craniotomy. You're going for your CT now, I'm sure. I hope we don't get you dying before all of the basic stuff is done. What is the CT saying? Okay, so the CT said skull basis fracture. That's not good, guys. That's certainly not good. Okay, so how do we get some of these things? Oxygen therapy, craniotomy, fracture surgery, head. Wow. And oxygen therapy and head injuries, just the bandage. And there's still some stuff there. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Okay, well, let's get the patient to move. Well, let's do the blood pressure while we've got it going on over here. Very quickly do the blood pressure so we can see if there's any blood pressure issues. Aha! Okay, pause. So what do we got? Hypotension, that's okay, but there's still something there that's problematic. So let's move you over to this department, please. And quite frankly, I think we need to get these 2 surgeries sorted out ASAP. Coma. Oh no. Come on, guys. Okay, HDU hospitalization. Favorite patient is collapsing. Yes, I'm aware. We're trying to do some stuff. Where are you heading to now? ICU. That's not good, guys. Do we want to do an EEG? Urgent echo EEG. So they're kind of taking things out of my hands now. Huh? You need to get this done urgently. This guy's going to die. I'm not going to be... to be honest, to be very honest with you, we're not going to get this patient sorted out. I'm not too worried about that patient at the moment. I'm trying to fix this one. Get this patient on life support, please. ASAP. Yes, I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. See, there's a point where you just need to get the patient into surgery ASAP, and I think we've passed that point, and now this patient is going to die. I'm worried. That symptom is maybe something that we can also fix by just getting the patient to surgery. Palpitations. Guys, can we please well, this guy's, I don't think this guy's gonna make it. Can we just get the guy into surgery, please? How difficult is it to do that? Can we prioritize something over here? I know the patient is collapsing. Patient died. See, we didn't do it quick enough. This is the problem. This is the problem with this. Okay, what I'm going to do, so we've got epidemic, and then we've got a natural disaster. I'm not going to do the epidemic now. Let's try the natural disaster and say, so there's like 5 patients. We should surely be able to do that. Major storms have swept over the city, causing extensive damage to property and seriously injuring many. Many of the wounded are now being transported to nearby hospitals. Okay, let's see. We're getting 5 patients to come in, and we've got like 16, 17 hours to deal with that. So what's this guy? Thomas King, one of the people here. There's some hidden symptoms. Nothing too serious, I would imagine. Complicated diagnosis. Let the doctor try, please. Slow things down a tad with what's going on over here. I think that's okay. You, again, nothing too serious. There is a hemorrhage. The doctor should be able to deal with that pretty quickly. Frank Jones, yeah, one of them. And then Casey Jones. Not part of this, is it? Doesn't seem to be part of it. So I'm not going to worry too much about Casey Jones at the moment. That's not a good thing for a doctor to say, is it? Oh, that's good. You will be transported to the required department. Got a new patient coming in here. This is Christopher Miller. Yes, you are one of our patients. Obviously, you need an X-ray over there and a physical examination, please. Thank you very much. Patient is collapsing. What are we got going on over here? We obviously, oh, you're going for the X-ray now. We know what's wrong with you, so you can go straight for your wound closure, and you'll be out of the way. Yes, that's your X-ray right over there. Still, well, we'll get the limb to be sorted. Long wait for transport. Worried about that. Patient died. Lisa Moore is not one of my critical patients for this emergency at the moment. I know that's terrible for me to say, but I just want to get through this issue. So we don't know, is it a shaft fracture of the clavicle or a simple fracture of the clavicle? So we don't know. So I'm imagining that that is a physical examination and maybe a CT over here. That going to tell us anything else? No, not really. Ooh, what? Oh, that's someone else. Whew. That is... Just need to get these people. So why is stuff taking so long in terms of the X-rays? We have 2 X-rays, right? Are we running out of stretchers again? Are we out of stretchers? Should we add some more stretchers? Do we need stretchers over here? I think what I'll do is I'll grab yet some more stretchers, And we're just going to kind of slot them into these facilities over here. I can't slot them in anywhere over here because we're out of space. But what we can do is we can put a stretcher in each one of these. So we'll do extra stretchers over there. MRI with the stretcher. I don't know, maybe we'll not do those. Maybe those are enough stretchers right there. Guys, stretchers now. Still 14 hours. We're doing pretty well. Employee has no workspace. Oh no. Go to. So I'm imagining that. Who are you? Jennifer. No. Why does Jennifer. What? Why don't. Oh. Okay, fine. Fine, so that's probably an issue there then. Just slot it in over there. Is that better? I don't know what's going on. X-ray department. Yeah, absolutely. So what I need you to do is get rid of that. See who's this? Jennifer, come on. Come back, straight away, do the CT. Can you believe? Okay, long wait for the MRI. What's happening with you? Have you got your X-ray? Okay, you are going to the right spot. What's happening with you? Anderson, Jordan Anderson. We're still trying to figure out what's wrong with you. You're needing to go for the CT. Okay, you're moving to the right spot. I think we're going to get you cured. We need... Who's this? We get you... Who's going to go? CT. Is there a long wait for the CT? Long wait for the CT, guys. Why? Are we out of stretchers, out of nurses? There's just so much happening all the time. Are you coming to get him? Yeah, I think so. I think now you're coming to get Jordan over here. No! Now. What? Stretchers? Where do we put more stretchers? That's the issue. We cannot possibly squeeze in more stretchers over here. Shall we do that? Finally. Again, maybe a stretcher thing is, maybe the stretchers is the issue. Okay, CT. So now, once you get into CT, I'm hoping we'll find out what's actually wrong with you. Are we knowing? Yes, we are. Clavicle shaft fracture. Thank you very much. Get back to the doctors so that we get you sorted. We've got 2 treated. Christopher Miller. Where is Christopher Miller? Complicated fracture of the hospitalized in bed, idle. He's an acrobat. That makes sense. That does make sense. How are we treating this? Fracture surgery of the arm. Can we please get you to fracture surgery of the arm? Jane Rodriguez, you're not one of those. Christopher Miller has been sorted out. So all we need to do is get you to the fracture surgery of the arm. Emergency care. As well as some stomatics. Fracture. Swelling, ice wrap, pain, analgesics. Maybe that's all we need. Are you, please? Can they please move? Oh, you know what? What I'm wondering about is whether we actually have a bed available at orthopedics in the HDU. Orthopedics. There is a bed available. Okay, so I'm hoping they are indeed coming to fetch you. Yeah, here it comes. Perfect. We need to get you sorted on all of this stuff that's wrong with you. But then, what is this? Why? What? I don't know what's going on there. Can we get you cured within the next? Well, you need surgery. That person is out of surgery over there. We can do nighttime surgery, I believe. Who is that person that we did? Christopher Miller. Okay, so you were actually one of those in our treatment here. So you have been treated. Now I'm hoping we can get you Jordan into treatment pretty quickly. Cleaners are just getting the blood out of the operating theater, and then we'll probably go further from there. Yeah, I think long wait for examination. Daniel Miller. He's not on the list, right? No. Long wait for examination. ECG, James Martin. X-ray, chest. So, do we need more X-rays? Where is our where's our doctors? Can someone please move ahead and get this done? Long wait for examination. Is that, again, hang on, let's pause. Let's have a quick look down here and see. Oh, we only have the one working in the evenings, I believe. Should we do the second one as well? Could be a thing. Could be a thing. It could be a thing. Certainly could be a thing. What's going on with this guy? Still haven't got the doctors to do something with you, right? Doctor's busy over there. Okay, now go and do your thing over here. Sit down for 3 minutes and then we're gonna do surgery. Please, we need surgery. Wow, we're not taking care of many patients a day. 90% prestige. We're not quite there. We're very close though, but not quite there in terms of prestige. 88% only. Is there something we can do? So the emergency department is pretty bad. If we can get the emergency department boosted a little bit over the next half an hour, things could be better. What is wrong at the emergency department? What is the issue with the emergency department? Can we have a look? Got lots of staff here. So what are you saying? You like it here, right? What are your any complaints? Bathroom is a bit of an issue. You are saying you like the bathroom situation. So what is here? Satisfaction. Nice environment. Unattended. Need reduced. Hungry. Hungry? Hungry. Question is, can we, if I say put what shall we do? Shall we do the vending machine? If I say put a vending machine in there, can't actually get a vending machine in anywhere. Could do one over here. Could do one over there. Slot a vending machine in there. Maybe they'll use it. There are plenty of vending machines, to be honest. You really don't need all of that. It's a pretty nice environment also. Yeah, I don't know. Can we... Whether that actually makes a difference, I don't know. Can we do anything else? Is there anything else we can do to make this environment a little better? We don't really have garbage bins over here, so let's at least slot in one or two of them. should do a little bit of a trick there. We could probably plop in an extra plant. Something like that. Anything else that would tip us over right at the edge here? Something on the outside maybe? Another little bench or something over here? And another flower thing? And maybe one more bench here? And outside trash bin right there. That's pretty good, I think. Anything else? Anything else? A fountain maybe? I don't know. I don't think the fountain works quite well out here. That seems to be pretty much it. That seems to be pretty much it. So whether that is going to tip us over the edge, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's not going to work. Not going to get up to our 90. Are we? No, we're not. Okay, so if we go... What's going on? Saving. What? Something's wrong. That thing kept moving, but the game is kind of frozen. Honestly? Seriously? What? I don't know. What's going on? This is not good. This is not good. I've got one more patient to deal with, right? Jordan. Why can't I do anything? That's not good. Shall I save it? Save it, go out and try it again? Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Let me try and fix this. Okay, guys, I'm back. And unfortunately, you would see this is kind of where we started the game as well. I couldn't recover that game that I saved and the backup that I did. And I restarted, got the game... restarted the game, tried to load it again, and it kept giving me error messages. So I think the game came to an end. So what I'm going to do is, we never seen the outcome of that emergency, whether we managed to get it done or not. So what I'm going to do in this last few minutes of this episode, I'm just going to run through. I think this is where we're going to end the series. Moving on to some other things as well. So I'm going to end the series over here. It's absolutely a great game. Pity that it ended with a bit of a game crash, it seems. But what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to go through a bit of a tour of what we did in the hospital and how we developed it and so on. So as you will remember from the start, we started off with emergency over here all by itself, tiny little place. We gave ourselves plenty of room as we expanded. We had more doctors' offices than we could imagine at the start. We thought like 3 or something would they be okay. Ended up with 5 to try and cope with the demand. Same thing with the observation beds and so on. But it worked very well. Then what we did is we kind of expanded our hospital footprint, and a lot of you complained that we're overbuilding and things like that. And yes, I am a little bit lazy in terms of removing things around. So what I did is I built out enough room so that we can have proper hospital wings. So hospital wings was the idea at the time. So we had the emergency department, then decided, actually, like most hospitals, they have like a back entrance for the emergency department. But what they also have is they have a nice kind of front entrance for the other departments. And that's kind of what we then planned out over here. It took us a number of episodes before we actually put the reception up and working, but so these receptions are linked to the various departments. So the next thing we moved on to was general surgery over here. General surgery over here, we added a lot of extra room. I don't think we're using all of it potentially. Let's just go to the day shift and see. Yeah, not even using all of this. But anyway, that's okay. It is a pretty busy one. Anyway, so that's good. That's good. So the general surgery department for those kind of treatments. We started off with some wards over here with some basic toilet facilities, and then we started saying, well, actually, we're running out of space for wards. So as we moved on into internal medicine, we started to make the wards a little bit bigger, though I don't think we had that much benefit. The number of beds over here and the number of beds over there is fairly similar. And the same thing over here, like 6 versus 7, and a similar thing over there, 9 and 9, I think, or 9 and 10 over here. We had a little bit more more bathrooms or toilets available over here, and we started with surgery, of course. We also made sure that we had nice environments with common rooms and things like that to try and get our prestige up and our satisfaction for staff. Then I can't remember if at that point, in the first instance we had some X-ray stuff over here. Can't remember if that was about the point where we started to put in the ICU over there. But anyway, what we did is we kind of combined, because the ICU doesn't have to be major in size, we then kind of did the ICU over here and split up between the ICU and the X-ray department or the radiology department, where we started slotting in our radiology services. Ended up combining the radiology and the emergency department common room over here, so that we had a little bit more room here and a little bit more room over there. We didn't actually need the room over here, but we thought we could double up on some of these things as we would require it. Then up to the next level, so we had some central lifts over here to get patients up and down. First thing we did over here was the orthopedics department, I believe. And and again, what we said is, we need so much bed space, so we slotted in a ton of bed space over here. I don't think we ever came close to filling that up, so I think this is not quite right. I don't think you need more than, say, 10 beds in a normal ward. Look at that side, nothing over there. HDU, however, I would argue you need probably 10 in a normal ward and 10 in the HDU, because on 6 or 7 you kind of seem to run out every now and again. So anyway, so we had the orthopedics department over here, where we kind of treated some fractures. Again, we did a similar setup over here for doctors and nurses, common room, anything like that. I don't think we needed anything else, and so we only had these facilities over here. What we kind of left this for was maybe an extra operating theater. But what I didn't quite realize at that point in time is that I'm going to run out of space for doctors, and we need so many doctors to operate operating theater 3, so we really need shifts that are pretty substantial to be able to operate to run multiple operating theaters. Then we did the cardiology department over here in a very similar setup than the orthopedics, same thing. So all of these places look pretty similar. It starts off with the outpatient facilities at the close to the corridor, and then to the inpatient facilities once you're hospitalized closer to the edge of the wing. Then we had the neurology department over here, again very similar in setup, from the level below and so on. Again, outpatient services, inpatient services as such. And that is pretty much the hospital. We have this extra space over here. When I started out, I thought what I could probably do is have some extra wards over here if we needed more ward space, have some extra operating theaters. But I think it's a little bit more difficult. I think what we could rather have done is potentially just had not such a sizable hospital, but maybe small, larger kind of wings, or a different layout that could do better with the wings and things like that, and maybe even interconnect on the other sides. I don't know. I think it was a pretty decent hospital, and if you look at it like this, it almost says, it's almost like H, hospital, H for hospital, almost like that. So guys, that was the Project Hospital series. I think there was a lot of stuff that we kind of learned as we went along, like stretchers. You need so many stretchers. You need your common rooms and your stuff available everywhere. You need to make sure that enough beds are available. You need to make sure that there's X-rays happening day and night. I think we've noticed that we can actually do surgery in the evening if you just have enough staff there to do so, 3 doctors at least. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that is about it. The one thing that we did learn is that it's very difficult to keep diagnosing for hidden symptoms if you don't control the patient yourself, and even then it's very difficult once they're hospitalized to get them to actually do some of these diagnosis activities. So I don't quite know how that was working. Also, we realized that hidden symptoms can be very bad if you don't find them, but also you shouldn't spend ages trying to find all your hidden symptoms, because then patients die because of more serious symptoms that you already know are there. So it's a little bit of a juggle in terms of managing patients in a hospital. Well, in this hospital at least, probably in real life the same thing. I do say, I must say, I really like this series. It's one of the best hospital games I've ever played. The best hospital game I've played. So I really enjoyed it. Probably will play some of it again at some point. But really enjoyed it. It was very good. It's so, I think it's really realistic. I think it's a lot of detail. It's got a lot of detail stuff about symptoms and, you know, how to diagnose, and it almost, you know, gives you a little bit of a view into how it does really work to diagnose patients. I mean, you have to start developing a bit of an understanding. Really, a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, anyway guys, if you've liked this series, I would very much appreciate you popping in a like there. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments down below. I really appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next series. Bye bye.